Hey, what's up guys, Brad here. So today we have a brand new event in Duel Links. Well, not only brand new, but brand new for the month. We have Alluring Alexis back in the game. She's come back and she's bringing with her some brand new reward cards. And we have two ways to farm her. Now, farming Alexis, her deck is exactly the same as before. But this time round I had a lot more trouble with it. So we've got two decks today. And I'll go through one of them in a bit more detail because the game really didn't like me when it came to farming her. So we have got these special missions so we can get some guaranteed cards for playing against her up to 15 times so we can get our copies of Substitutubon and the new card. But let's go to the event real quick, Alluring Alexis, and see what exactly is new. So again, she'll show up in Duel World randomly, nothing really new here. We're getting a brand new Ultra Rare Substitutubon. This is a level 5 Earth Warrior. You can special this card from your hand by tributing one warrior and one fairy from your hand or field. So again, works really nicely with the Cyber Angels because they all like to get effects when they're tributed. And if this card is tributed for Ritual Summon, you can then target Ritual Spell card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So you don't need to then use the whole effective Editon to search. You can then get back, say, Machine Engine Ritual, and then use it again to go into a bigger monster. So this card just allows you to climb in to higher Cyber Angels without having to rely on getting another spell card from searching from your deck. So very, very nice card. A card that was in the game files for, I want to say, nearly 2 years now, and it's really cool we finally got it. And then we have Magnificent Machine Angel, a quick play spell card, and this one's actually, again, really cool. So tribute one Cyber Rich monster from your hand or your field, again, gets the effect off, then target Light Fairy you control, it gains attack and defense equal to the level of that monster, times by 200, so get rid of a Benten, it gains 1200, a Dakini, it gains 1600, so a very nice little stat boost, plus getting off a Search or a plus 1000 if you're using an Editon, very nice. Also, this turn, if it balances an opponent's monster with special from the extra deck, which is again in Duel Links right now, very common, that monster's effects are negated during that battle phase only. So if your opponent is running a big monster that has an effect to, like, say, bounce back to the hand, or it's like an Allergistic Catastrophe where it destroys certain monsters, this is going to kind of get around. Obviously, Catastrophe is in the game right now, but again, a card in that similar vein that's in Duel Links, then this card will get around it. So two very interesting cards, and of course, we're getting all the old ones as well. We're getting Morizana, More Merciful, which are the two main cards from Alexis last time, and you're going to want to get these cards because all of the cards I think today are going to be vital in the Cyber Angel strategy going forward, at least for the time being. And in general, I think this is one of the better roaming events, the better super events we've had in a very long time. So let's go to the decks and see what they're all about. There's two of them, so be sure to come back to the other one afterwards if you don't have all the cards for the first one. So our first deck is going to be Fairy Smile. This is the exact same deck we used in the last event. Fairy Smile, every time you draw a fairy monster, you gain 1000 this card. This skill, sorry, is on Jesse, so you're going to want to level him up to be able to use this for this event. And it's pretty straightforward. You get out a Cloudian, you get out either the Sanctuary in the Sky or the Spirit Barrier, and you just sit on them. Now, you do need to watch out for a card known as Cyber Gymnast, because that can destroy one attack position monster once per turn, so you want to get rid of it as quickly as possible, either using things like Zeradius just to attack into it and deal her a bit of damage, but you'll be sacrificing some dual system score, but being able to maintain a higher score, or using things like Stratus to pop it, or using things like Turbulence or against Stratus to crash into it and not be destroyed. So it's a very simple farm. Again, I'll leave a link down below to my last video where you can see some more replays of it in action. But we have one replay for you guys today for this one. Then we have another deck, which is going to be a very popular deck with a bit of a weird twist to it. So hope you guys enjoy, and see you in a minute. And so our second deck is using My Name's Yubel. Of course, Yubel farm decks are very common. This one might look a little bit weird because it is inspired by Playmaker Duel Links' build from the last event, and I had a really rough time with this deck. Like, if I didn't have Jinzo in here to potentially, on the final turn, tribute off the Terra Incarnate to go into Ultimate Nightmare, then my opponent would not use Cyber Angel Dakini to kill the Terra Incarnate to go into the Ultimate Nightmare. So, every time I didn't put a Jinzo in my deck, or a Monster like a Tribute, that never happened. The second I took out a spell card and put in that guy, then it worked. So the deck worked as intended. When it has a Jinzo in it, for some weird reason, even though you don't really ever use Jinzo, there's never really need to use him. So he's there because my game decided to say screw it, and didn't really want to work. But if you want to see this deck in action in more detail, I'll leave a link to Playmaker's video down below. It's a little bit of a different build to this one, but works still just fine. The general strategy is the same as most Yubel decks. You want to get Terra Incarnate on the field as quickly as possible, which means getting the normal Yubel to your hand and getting it destroyed either by things like Yaksha or by the effect of your Disciple of Nephthys, which are very easy to get into, so that's very good. Again, just stall out the game. You want to summon your Terra Incarnate in defense mode because then she can't target it with a Cyber Gymnast. Optimally, she'll then get rid of it with Dakini, and then can bring out Ultimate Nightmare, seal that in defense mode, and then wait till your final turn play, which is, again, a very standard play of Montage Dragon using cards in your hand, then using Mystic Box to tribute one of your opponent's monsters to give them control of Montage Dragon, switch Yubel to attack mode, attacking with it, and deal some massive damage. I found that she doesn't use her Spell Shield type 8 when you use Mystic Box. I'm guessing because you're giving her a very powerful monster in return. I'm guessing that's why she doesn't use it. But in the like 10 successful farms I've had with this deck, she hasn't used it once on me, so it's pretty good, I think. Anyway, the replays should show you all, and they should be pretty easy to follow. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next Duel Links video. See you then.
Duel! の香りあなたの話し方今も体中に愛のかけらが残る